Writing helps you think. Thinking helps you write. Writing helps you think. Thinking helps you write. Writing helps you think. Thinking helps you write. Welcome back to The Angry Teacher. I'm Richard Williams, The Angry Teacher, and this channel is about everything educational. It could be for students, it could be for parents, it could be for you, the teacher, new or old. We're gonna get into this. Males in the classroom are usually the hardest to reach, I guess. I don't know if it's because, well, I guess, there's research done, and I have to admit I haven't been reading up on a lot of this, but these young men in the room need a little bit more. And I'm going to give you about 4 tips to kind of help to reach them, or these are some of the things that I do in my classroom. Now, I try to reach all my students, but the males get a little bit more focus. And I had a situation with a kid on Friday where I realized that I have to pull a little deeper for my male students, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. All right? Focus their attention, focus their purpose on the here and now, and then this will help you to help them to remember, I'm doing this for such a purpose, or right now I need to know this information, I need this lesson because it's going to help me for the next lesson, or for the exam coming up, or for graduation, or for promotion, or because I want to be that engineer. I'm gonna need to know the foundation. So whenever they have their doubts, whenever they want to stop, you kind of propel them. And this doesn't have to be you need to do this because you need to be an engineer. No, it could be just have a conversation. So what do you want to be? I want to be an engineer or a lawyer, or I want to be a bus driver. Okay, fine. How do you need to get there? What do you need to do? Well, I know I need to pass this class, I need to graduate. Yeah. So this is going to help you do that. So let's get through it. If you need me, I'm right here, but let's get through it so I can help you graduate, so you can be that bus driver, so you can be that engineer, so you can be that lawyer. All right? That's how it helps now. That's how it helps you then in the future, because every step we take is for something bigger, something better, something that I want to do outside of this building. All right? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for the next Angry Teacher Dope video, because it's coming soon. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's something new going on in this classroom. Number 2, use a variety of texts. Now, even if it's a math class or a science class, throw something in there where they can see themselves, not just males, because especially depending on the school you're teaching at, most writers that we use in public schools, which is problematic, but they're men or males. So even though they're still their gender, if you will, throw in some different genres, if you will. Throw in some sci-fi stuff. Throw in some plays, throw in some poetry, throw in different races, so they can see points of view from different people. They can see that other people are doing the same thing that your race is doing. Or let them see a variety, like time periods. Throw in, not just because it's an athlete, throw in books about sports, or article about sports, but throw in something that here is the biology of an athlete, the physics of how to throw a baseball, or how baseball works. Throw in different topics, and even if it's not relating to their favorite things or interests, it still helps, because they get to see different males writing. They get to see different points of view. And you know what? I would dare even take a step further and say, when we throw in more female writers, they get to respect females or women in their classes, in their home. They get to look at them differently, because it's not just about white males teaching us what to do or how to do things, but we have a variety of everybody throwing stuff in. We got some Latina writers, we've got some Latino writers, we've got some the black ones, Caribbeans, especially depending on where you're located in your school. Like my district, we have a large Haitian area where people live, neighborhoods, and schools. For the most part, throw in some of those writers, throw in some of those poets, so these kids can see themselves, especially the males, and want to be like them, or know that there's others like that out there. You're not just a football player, you're not just a baseball player, you're not just a track runner. You can also do this because he did. Or look at how track works. This is how your body performs while you're running. So it's not just about the act of doing something, it's about the technology or the physiology of all that stuff. So they get to see their interest gets to be piqued based on their interest, if you will. And remember, because we're talking about them reading, young male readers, we're trying to get them motivated, have them write. They can be the next inspirational writer for somebody else who doesn't like reading. Okay, so have them share out, have them exchange papers, have them develop something that by the end of the year we're all sharing out. That's our major project. We're just gonna sit and read each other's work. You're that writer. You thought you weren't there, and look at you now. You thought you didn't want to read, but look at you now. You've created this story. Now you want to read more about this genre, so you can keep reading, so you can keep honing that new craft that you developed as a writer. Or somebody else likes reading your stuff about this sci-fi or this horror. Now you're going to keep writing that stuff to engage your classmates. Set these kids up for success. You know, if they need, and you know, a lot of males, they do need that extra push. Even if they're good students, they do need to know that, hey, it's okay to be a nerd as a male in a class. So help them feel confident, boost their ego, dramatize histrionics, guys, boost their heads, ham it up. Scaffold as is needed, because you know a lot of them don't start getting into this education stuff, especially once again I teach high school in the inner city, and so there are a lot of me pushing and pulling and trying to get that out of you, because there is something in there. You're more than you're not just going to become, and whatever you want to become, that's fine, but you're not, that's just not just you. There's a reader in there. You can be a critical thinker, critical reader, no matter what you do. So I'm going to find it. So I'm going to scaffold. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you think, but I'm going to help you out. And discuss. Talk to them. They like to share out, but you know what? At some point, we're going to have to put that down on paper, buddy. Writing helps you think. Thinking helps you write. Writing helps you think. Thinking helps you write. Writing helps you think. Thinking helps you write. So we're gonna write it down. Nope, you used the comma incorrectly. So here's we're gonna practice using commas. We're gonna write. We're gonna think. We're gonna write. We're gonna think. And so I'm helping you. I'm scaffolding, and we're getting you to be successful no matter what you choose to do. I'm setting you up. Number 4, use male role models. Now this is a lot. This is overused in one context. Basically, there's a program that we sign our kids up for. It might work, it might not work. Some of the kids don't even want to go to these programs that we keep sending them to, because you know we get kids, people from the community to come in and talk to our kids, and it's somebody in a suit and tie who's talking down to kids, or you know he's giving up his weekend to hang with the kid. So you know a lot of them know that they're being used. So that's one context, and it might work for some, and it does work for some, but we don't want to overkill and look at it only from one point of view. Now, if we use male role models, we can look at them in writers and characters. So in the story, ham it up. Look at this little kid. Now, he didn't have to do all this, but he's being a leader right there. Can you do the same? YouTube and TED Talk videos. There are a lot of wholesome males on YouTube and in TED Talks and these other forums that you can use, or media you can use to educate or to share with your kids, share with your males, so they can see themselves. As is per usual, watch the language that they use. You know, like Instagram, there's some people that these kids can follow. They're inspirational. Sometimes the language is a little bit colorful, but you edit, you know, the video. Watch the video, which ones can I use, which ones can I not, recommend it for the kid, and you're gonna see these kids, these males start to shine, because it's not just about coming in and doing your civic social duty, communal helping, giving back to the community. But there's also the other part where the kids get to see these male role models in the classroom work. in the activities that they do, or when you have a speaker come out and they kind of get turned on to do that. If it's a pro athlete coming out, it doesn't have to be just to the athletes, or it doesn't have to be about their sports. What else are you doing as a pro athlete that's going to help my kid? All right, so you find male role models somewhere. It doesn't have to be an athlete, doesn't have to be a cop, doesn't have to be a politician. Right in their houses, they have them. Right in their churches, they have them. Let's use those. Right in the same school. It doesn't have to be you as a male teacher. It can be anybody else. It could be the custodian. He's going to work every day and he's doing a good job. What traits can you take from that? Okay, so those are my 4 tips for reaching young male learners. They may not like reading, but you know, it's a part of what we've got to do. So find the inspiration in their text. Find the solutions to this issue in their text.